Hello, superheroes and supervillains. It's your friend, Sean PVS 101. Welcome back to another movie review on my channel. And I am continuing on my Spider-Man movie review series on my channel, leading up to Spider-Man No Way Home coming up. And today's movie review I'm going to review is Spider-Man 2. Yes, I'm going to do a movie review on Spider-Man 2. And this movie is directed once again by Sam Raimi. And this movie stars Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker / Spider-Man once again, Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson, Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus, the villain, and James Franco as Harry Osborn, and J.K. Simmons as Jane Jo Johnson. So basically, the plot for Spider-Man 2 take place 2 years later after Spider-Man 1 left off. In this movie, Peter Parker is working at this pizza place, but suddenly he got fired from his pizza job. He forgot to deliver all the pizzas, and then Peter Parker missed Mary Jane Watson's play because he got some crime fighting to do, and then Mary Jane Watson is tell Peter, I married someone else, and then Peter Parker is working with Doc Ock, played by Alfred Molina, because Peter Parker is working on some experiment with Dr. Octavius, but then the experiment got wrong, and then Doc Ock is becoming the evil villain, Dr. Octopus. And then now it's up with Peter Parker but then suddenly Peter Parker's powers go away for no reason, and now it's up with Peter Parker's wanting to get his power back to become Spider-Man and stop Dr. Octopus, and then trying to cheer up and apologize to Mary Jane and forgive Harry Osborn about his death his father. And that's the plot for this movie. So, after I watch Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray or DVD or prepare for No Way Home, what's my opinion on this movie? In my personal opinion on Spider-Man 2, I really love this movie. I freaking adore Spider-Man 2. I love this movie so much more than the original, because what I love about Spider-Man 2 is this movie is trying to be like a film, because it's trying to be like a superhero movie, but it trying to be like more like a film, because the characters are so fleshed out and realistic. I really love the characters so much. They flesh out. This movie is so amazing. I love this movie more than the first movie, because this movie is trying to be fleshed out and realistic in a creative way. I just really love some of the moments and some direction of this movie. I thought it was creative and brilliant. I really love Spider-Man 2. Sam Raimi, who directed the first movie, did an amazing job directing this movie. He did an awesome job. So yeah, I really love Spider-Man 2 a lot, and this movie was released in 2004, the same year as another recent movie I absolutely love to death. You know what it is. So yeah, let's get into the story. So the story for this movie, I really love the story direction of this movie. I really love Peter. I really love the story of Peter Parker / Spider-Man wants to fit in. He lost his job from that pizza place. He late for Mary Jane Watson's play due to he tried to fight some crime criminals, and then he tried to cheer up Harry Osborn about his father's death, and working with Doc Ock's invention. I really love the storytelling of this movie. I just really love Peter Parker in this movie. He was amazing. I just really love Peter Parker's direction. So yeah, I really love the storytelling of this movie. The director of Sam Raimi did an amazing job working on this movie. Also, the performances and the characters are amazing. I love the performances more than the first movie. Let's talk about Tobey Maguire slash Peter Parker slash Spider-Man. He was amazing in this movie. He is by far the best one in the whole trilogy. I freaking love Tobey Maguire's performance as his character. I just really love his motivations. I just really love his choices he makes. I just love his moments when he tried to apologize to Mary Jane Watson when he's late to his play, and trying to cheer up his best friend Harry Osborn about what happened to his father. I really love Peter Parker's moments in this movie. He is like the Charlie Brown of this movie, because Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, is basically the Charlie Brown of Spider-Man 2, in my opinion, in a great way. So yeah, Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker slash Spider-Man, I love him a lot more than the first movie. He did a great job playing this character. Also, we have Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson. I love Kirsten Dunst so much. She is a wonderful actress. I love her so much, but her version as Mary Jane Watson can get a bit annoying and irritated, but come on, it's Kirsten Dunst. And also, MJ was a good character. So yeah. Also, I love Peter Parker and MJ's chemistry together, and I just very feel bad for Peter Parker is jealous at Mary Jane dating another dude, and that makes Peter Parker a bit jealous. Also, we have Harry Osborn, played by James Franco once again. I love Harry Osborn. He is a great character. I just really love his jealousy moments towards Spider-Man, because Peter Parker is trying to cheer him up, and it gets worse throughout the movie until Spider-Man 3 ruined it. So yeah, I really love Harry Osborn. Also, let's talk about the best villain throughout the trilogy and my favorite character of the movie, Dr. Octopus. Wow. Freaking wow. I love Dr. Octopus, played by Alfred Molina, because Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man 2, easily the best character and the best villain throughout the Spider-Man movies. He is such an amazing villain. I really love the performance from the actor. I love his motivations. I love his backstory, and I feel bad for his wife. Rosie got killed off while his experiment thing gone wrong. And I love Dr. Octopus. I really love his arm effect. I really love his tentacles from the movie. I really love Dr. Octopus' tentacles from Spider-Man 2. They are the best part from that character. They're really amazing because they are very CGI and especially practical. I really love the visual effects on the arm effects. They look amazing and badass. So yeah, I love Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus. I really love his iconic line, "The power of the hand between the power of the sun and me." I love his lines, iconic lines. So yeah, I freaking can't wait to see him again in Spider-Man No Way Home later on. So yeah. Also, let's talk about another character I love, J.K. Simmons as James Jonah Jameson. He was even better he was in the first movie. I love him a lot more because he was so much funnier in this. I love his moment. I won't give away so much lines, but when you watch this movie, you will laugh your butt off. Some iconic moments. Also, the humor was excellent. I really love the humor in Spider-Man 2. It's really amazing and funny. I just love J.K. Simmons' funny moments. I just love Peter Parker says, "Pizza time," when he delivers the pizza. So funny and cheesy in a creative way. So yeah, Also, let's think about the visual effects. The visual effects had to be the best one throughout the trilogy. I love the visual effects from Spider-Man 2. Easily the best one in the trilogy. I love the visual effects. I love the costume designs, the backgrounds, the areas, the shots. Everything about this movie was excellent. I really love the direction, and I love the cinematography. It was just magnificent. Also, I really love the practical arms from Dr. Octopus's tentacles. It is amazing. I love the puppeteer effect, and I really love the arms trying to attack people, including the hospital scene, which I'll talk about in my favorite moments. So yeah, I really love the visual effects. Also, the action scenes. The action scenes had to be the best one throughout the trilogy. I really love the action scenes. Like, I really love Spider-Man versus Doc Ock at the bank. I really love Peter Parker trying to save Aunt May from the villain, and especially the iconic train fight scene. Wow, just freaking wow. I really love the train fight scene from Spider-Man 2. Easily the best one throughout the trilogy. This is by far the best moment throughout the Sam Raimi trilogy. I really love the train fight scene. It is intense, exciting, keep you edge of your seat. I really loved it. It is so iconic. Another iconic scene I love is the hospital scene. Wow, I really love the hospital scene. It is really scary and intense. While we see those nurses screaming in fear, and the doctors are trying to get rid of the arms. It is really like a horror movie, but in a creative way. So yeah, I really love Spider-Man 2. Easily the best one throughout the trilogy. And this movie came out in 2004, the same year as my favorite movie, The Incredibles. How awesome is that? So yeah, this movie and The Incredibles are my favorite movies of 2004 so far. So yeah, overall, no negatives. I freaking love Spider-Man 2 with great writing, amazing characters, beautiful visuals, and great action scenes. Overall, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. It gets totally wicked. Wow, I freaking love Spider-Man 2. I really can't wait to see the next installment of this amazing trilogy. So yeah, what could go wrong with this whole series? Come on, bring out the next one. Oh, crap.